I don't know. Did it stop?
It stopped.
It stopped.
I am so sorry. I have no control over the technical stuff.
See, we're getting delayed.
Oh, we're getting delayed.
But
Cool.
That's fine.
Obviously, we did zero testing. Y'all are the test. Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, here, since you guys are the test, I actually made a song. So I will play that while Doc sits here and does.
I have not heard it.
Oh, are you gonna play that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that while you.
Gonna change it to.
Oh, can you change it to that? Okay. Here, Doc.
Welcome to the show where the facts collide. Two hosts, two views standing side by side. We've got the cases, we've got the clues, but we can't agree on the morning news. C's got wisdom and Racey's got fire. We'll argue till the truth is revealed. We dive deep into the criminal mind, leave no evidence left behind. One of us is wrong, but we don't know who. One of us is right, we'll argue it through. Wisdom versus wild, experience meets chaos. Seasoned detective and the fearless one. One of us is wrong, place your bets now. One of us is right, we'll figure out how. True crime and madness, that's what we bring. Welcome to our courtroom, let the chaos reign. We'll break down the case from A to Z, but somehow we never seem to agree. Was it criminal activity or not? We'll dissect every piece and examine each plot.
Yeah,
Z says think it through, use your head. Racey says go with your gut instead.
Go ahead and.
But when we do agree, watch out! That's when you know what it's all about. One of us is wrong, but we don't know.
She's wrong.
Well, you're always wrong, so we know that.
Always wrong.
I'm never wrong.
That's why we're doing this, so I can prove that she's always, always wrong.
Hey, Neo. How you doing, buddy? Neo thinks he's a lapdog.
Good song. I like it.
Do you like it? Good. Well, I was being creative today.
Yeah, good song. I'm sorry. You can hear everything, even this song licking.
I know. Doc's working on things, trying to figure out what's going on.
What's not going on?
Oh, I know mine is a little like 10 seconds behind or something. I'm from Alabama originally, but I'm in Texas now.
What are you doing?
Thanks, y'all.
Yep. Racey is from Alabama.
This is Neo. I bet y'all can't guess why his name is Neo.
Okay. How's that? Are you hearing echo now?
No, the echo's gone. I'm just behind.
Okay. No, the echo's gone, but we're lagging. We'll get it there, guys. Hey, Matt. Glad you joined us. This is Racey from the alternate point of view, and she has her own channel. And she's had a channel longer than I have. And we actually met on another trial chat. Just butt in, Trace. Come on, Racey.
Yes, and then she was inspired and realized that I was right all the time.
Didn't happen. Oh, Krusty, you're obsessed with Keanu Reeves? Well, you aren't going to beat Racey. Racey's entire little office is Keanu.
Oh, I have so much more. So much more.
Yep, he does love his bikes. That is for sure. So does her husband. Now,
Yeah, in case you didn't know, he has a motorcycle that's racing right now.
Oh, Keanu? Well, your husband has a bike,
Yes.
but we do not mention his name. He's known as Bigfoot. He does not like to be talked about.
Yeah, he has 2 bikes. 2.
So if we talk about Bigfoot, you know who it is. Hey, Sarah
You're
showed
not
up.
late. I'm late. I'm lagging behind, Sarah. It's all good.
I think that there's serious lag.
We'll get it together. This is just our first try. I'm getting some feedback now. Mm-hmm.
I didn't change anything.
I can hear you clearly on the microphone, Doc.
Well, yeah.
Well, one thing we were going to talk about tonight that Racey brought to my attention.
But I can't hear. I'm sorry, but I can't hear me on the feed through that microphone. Barely. I can barely.
Well, I'm getting an echo. Do you have a mic on that thing? Who knows? But Racey had told me about some crazy person on TikTok claiming to be Adam Walsh, John Walsh's son, who we all know was deleted viciously by a predator. I do not suggest you going out and looking up this person. Don't give them any more views. What were your thoughts on him, Trace?
Oh, congrats, Sarah. First of all, I did not watch that entire video. I just watched a portion of it because who says they are Adam Walsh, it's not a him. Wait, is it a her, him? I don't know. Anyway,
it's a him pretending to be a her.
Is saying they're Adam Walsh. Are you sure? I don't know.
Yeah, it was mentioned in one of the TikToks that you sent me that you didn't watch. You made me watch them.
Okay, yeah, I didn't watch them. I just wasn't entertaining that. But anyway, I feel terrible. This person is claiming that they are Adam Walsh. I don't know how old y'all are on this chat, but I remember I'm the same age as Adam Walsh would have been if he were alive and they didn't find his, only body part. But apparently this person is trying to say that they are the missing or deceased Adam Walsh, which is absolutely horrific.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're trying to claim, like, tell the story of how they were lost in the store and all of that, but they're getting the details all messed up and wrong.
Yeah. Well, one thing he
And this person, this TikToker or whomever they are entertaining this story and trying to get some sort of fame off of it as well.
well, the TikToker,
Y'all can just type in Adam Walsh on TikTok and you can find it.
you don't want to. Trust me, you don't want to. But it's a
Hey, y'all are babies.
transgender person, and a really ugly one too.
Well, most of them are.
Well, it is very ugly. But the chick that is going with this is really detests John Walsh, which is sad. I guess a while back, John Walsh and his wife, because this took me down a rabbit hole, you guys. So John Walsh and his wife, after Adam's death, they had 3 more children. And one of them was a girl. She was born after Adam. So she would be the second oldest child. And her name's Megan. And she had 3 children. And the state was going to take the children away from her because she had addiction issues. And there were some, violence issues. And so the state got in touch with the grandparents to see if the grandparents would step in because they were going to put the kids in foster care. Well, of course, the grandparents stood up. So she's been running around claiming how her father and his cronies stole her children. And so that's where all this comes from. And then after they got the 3 oldest children, she went out and had another child. And so they went to get that baby. So it's an ugly family mess, but this person on TikTok is just campaigning against the Walsh family. And now they've drugged this guy out of some dark place. And he's claiming all sorts of crazy stuff about how he didn't want to go back to his parents because his father was having an affair. I mean, come on. Oh, see, we got babies in the chat. 45.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Well, oh, you mean about the John Walsh situation?
What? An affair? What you
Yes.
talking?
The thing that's claiming to be Adam said that he didn't want to go back to his parents because his father was having an affair on his mother. They're just trying to ruin the Walsh's name.
Okay, so anyway, there wasn't a verdict in the Karen Reed trial today.
Hey, you took me down that rabbit hole.
I am stunned.
Okay. What? Yes. Karen Reed, go with that.
I mean, what the? What do y'all think? Is there going to be a verdict or what? I mean, no, I know there's going to be a verdict. Duh. But
I think
what
she'll
is
get.
taking so dang long?
I think she will be found guilty on some of the minor charges, but I think the major will be hung.
I'm thinking so too. Okay. Okay. Also today, the defense asked for why the judge didn't put those not guilties on there as options. Because last time that was the same situation.
She did it again?
That's why it was a mistrial. Yeah, she only put guilty and then nothing else.
Well, because
Like there was no choice. Like it wasn't like marked guilty or not guilty box.
well, that's because
Yeah,
Bev's
so like
trying
they
to
either
get a
had to
guilty
mark
verdict.
guilty, and that was why they were like confused.
So what did she
So,
tell the
yeah.
jury? Or I mean, what did she tell the
And
defense?
nobody's asked a question. She said no. You don't get that. Just like she does everything. No, you don't get that.
I tell you, Auntie Bev needs to be looked into. I'm sorry. That woman has some issues.
Auntie Bev's a witch. Oops.
Well, I know you have a love for the Massachusetts female judges up
And-
there.
And then back home in Alabama. So get this, y'all.
Okay.
How about there's a guy, okay, man versus man. I'm going to do a video about it, y'all. Chiropractor poisoned his wife with lead. She was in the hospital for months. He had a very successful chiropractic business. And for whatever reason, they were getting a divorce. I don't know why he decided to poison her. But he did. What man poisons a woman? Men don't poison. They just kill.
No, there's been some
Yeah.
doctors we've had recently, some doctors that have poisoned.
Okay, but with lead,
Yeah. I remember that one they did a movie on, he used selenium out of a radio battery or something. Remember that? That's an old one.
that is like insane. But first of all, okay, I get it. He's from Alabama. He's not that well educated. I mean, he's a chiropractor, for God's sake. He's not a real doctor. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, yeah. So apparently, so they're trying to say, so the prosecution's argument was that she had more life insurance on her than he did, and she wasn't the working person or the breadwinner or whatever. I don't see how that matters because I mean, I have more life insurance on me than my husband has on him, and he's the main breadwinner. But I'm just smart. Not that he's not smart, but
In
I'm
other words,
worth
Racey's
more.
planning on knocking Bigfoot
obviously
off.
I'm just worth more dead than alive. I mean, I've had more near-death experiences. Well, that's not true. He races motorcycles. Oh, anyway, I'm squirrel.
I love it. Come on, chat. Anybody got questions for us about anything legal? Yeah. William knows who did it.
So anyhow,
That'll
I
be
know,
a
right?
good-
He
that'll
would
be a
never do
good
it.
video. No.
Yes, but yeah. So anyway, he was found guilty. What in Alabama? It's wild. Not a big story though.
I'm surprised it wasn't. But I know, see, there was a case
Well,
recently.
you got Karen Reed. Karen Reed's just taking over everything.
Yeah. Well, and then you know who we have next? We have Kohberger.
Is Kohberger next, or is Sandra Birchman next?
No, I don't think they're ready for Sandra Birchman. Now, I don't know about Donald
Because it's the
Adelson.
same coppers.
Yeah, but she didn't get arrested, or I mean, the guy that murdered her did not get arrested for so long. I mean, Karen Reed was going. That case was going during when he finally got arrested. And that poor girl.
Also, he wasn't the father of her baby.
Well, that's what someone said. I don't know if it's actually been confirmed.
How do they know that?
Because that was one of the things they said was
They
the
said that
coroner
on
didn't
Court TV,
test.
one of those channels.
Yeah, see, I have a problem with that because when it all happened, they said that the coroner never did a DNA test because the cops didn't want it done. They knew who the father could be.
I don't know. That's a weird story. And Holly Bobo, that's going to go back to the trial, I think.
That's a weird that one's
I just like
wild.
to say her name. Plus, I remember when that happened too, because
it was down in your neck of the woods.
It sure was. Yeah, I remember when that was whole big to do.
Yeah. Well, she was a pretty young girl. I still don't know how they got her away from her brother. I mean, I feel so sorry for that guy.
I mean, he was a teenage boy. Clearly, he didn't give a crap. He was asleep. What's in that cup?
Water. This is my crime cup.
Mm-hmm.
It says bloodstains are red, ultraviolet lights are blue. I watch enough murder shows, they'll never find you.
And that's supposed to make me feel good.
Yes, Doc, that makes you feel good and secure. Well, hey, she goes to sleep listening to Keith Morrison, who's the daddy of true crime. Well, you know.
All right. Well, chat, what's up? What do y'all got? Anything?
Come on. Well, see, Sarah's not going to be much help because she did finally get a job. So we're not going to ask what's in her cup. She's been celebrating since she got home.
I'm also watching the South Carolina Megan Jackson trial.
Oh, is that the coroner one?
I posted a couple of shorts about that. Yes, so that's the body snatcher. I mean, the body collector.
Yeah.
So the Rainey Street, the serial killer, supposed serial killer in Austin. That's where I'm at, is in Austin. They swear there's no serial killer here. Well, let me tell you, they found 30 plus bodies in this in dang Lady Bird.
Well, and the interesting thing about those bodies is they're male.
If there ain't no serial killer, they're all male.
Yeah.
There's only been like a handful that wasn't male and in about the same age range. Y'all,
you got a pattern.
Tell me there ain't no serial killer.
Well, I'm not going to tell you there ain't no serial killer because I think there could be one down there.
There's somebody down here doing something. I mean, how are you going to find all the same age range, all guys?
Yep. Well, I truthfully think
and
you're
you know
looking.
Austin.
I think
Austin's
you're
out
either
there.
looking at a bartender or wait staff. And because wait staff can float around to different places, they don't always stay in the same bar.
Well, Austin is, yeah, it's a very people move in and out of here and they, you know, they can get jobs. I mean, it's a very fluid place. I'm trying to think of the right term to use for Austin. uh
It's kind of like
but yeah,
Vegas.
people here, they move.
It's like Las Vegas. Las Vegas is transitional. People move in and out.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not a coincidence that these people are around the same age.
No. Krusty, I'm sorry to hear that your youngest sister's friends was one of the guys.
Yeah.
Man.
That's wild. Well, we also have some pretty amazing gay clubs down here. So I'm wondering, I'm kind of curious if it has anything like connection to that because we have some. I don't know if your friend's uh friend was like that, but that, I mean, that we have some wild clubs like that down here that are really cool that I just wonder. But they're not saying anything. They're very hush hush. We just keep hearing on the news like another body, another body, another body.
Yeah. Maybe we should do a deep dive.
So, and they just keep saying they drown. I'm like, it just seems weird.
Well, the family
There's
sure don't
something, there
believe it.
has to be something. Either that or our cops are really dumb.
Yeah. I agree with you.
So, I don't know. And I don't know if any of these people are related or I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, I think it's something to look into. It'd take a while,
You said
but
your youngest sister's friend? Was he from here or where was he from? Yeah, oh, okay. I'm so curious, like,
yeah, Christy, send
you
that.
know what's crazy is a lot of people are actually from Austin now.
Krusty is.
A lot of the young people are actually from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Krusty's an Austonian.
Yes, Rainey Street is the new it place, or it was. I don't know. I don't know if it is now. There was West Sixth, then Rainey, and Dirty Six is not really where anybody wants to go anymore.
I wouldn't. Well, I think they also, for a while, they thought they had someone
Look,
up.
I tried to tell my sons not to go there. And I tried to discourage them, and I was telling them how awful it was and how it was just bar after bar after bar and nothing but half naked chicks and stuff like that. And they were like, "You've said absolutely nothing that has told us that we don't want to go there."
Well, duh. You said bar
And they
after bar
immediately
and
went
naked
there.
women.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of like saying, hey, I'm inviting you to go down to bar after bar with naked women.
Yeah. Voodoo Donut is the only reason to go to 6th Street.
Yes. I love Voodoo Donut because they do vegan donuts. Or they used to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the youngsters. I said the youngsters.
Austin has some really great vegan food. We do not have the vegan food up here in Houston.
Oh my gosh, you and your vegan food. Oh,
Oh,
Well, they don't know what vegan is.
you tell her, Doc. Mango Tango.
This is the home of barbecue ribs. You're not gonna do vegan barbecue.
okay, so the South Carolina Megan Jackson trial is going on right now. Have y'all seen any of it? Has anybody seen any of it?
Yeah, the woman has issues. She just looks mad all the time sitting there at the defendant's table. Well, I guess she is mad they found the body.
Have you seen her facial expressions?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're great. I love it.
She's definitely one of those people that cannot
awesome.
hide what she's
And the
thinking.
guy she was. Oh, totally. It's all over her face.
When does he
And the
testify?
deputy coroner guy, whatever his name, oh, he's a loser. He testified last Thursday or Friday. He's a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Well, now come on. I mean, she had to become friends with the deputy
No, he was like,
coroner.
I'm so scared of her. I'm fearing for my life.
Well, maybe he should be.
Whatever. He's lame. He said she did everything.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Yeah, and apparently his wife is still married to him.
What? What is her
Yeah.
malfunction?
She testified too.
Oh my Lord. Is she scared of her?
Yeah. Apparently everybody's scared of her. Like, she's the I don't know. It's wild.
The boogie woman?
But here's my thing. Okay, here's my theory.
Okay.
Y'all are coroners and body collectors. You go to the morgue that has a crematorium, right?
Yes.
Why do you dump the body in water with a tarp and cement blocks? You could have just completely gotten rid of it. I don't understand. Like, make it make sense.
Well, do they have the crematory going all the time?
Regardless, they have bodies all the time. You couldn't put that body under somebody else's body and be like, shove that sucker on in the oven.
Well, that's what I would think. Or at least deassemble him and then parts go into each person, with each person.
First of all, that's too much damn work. I don't know why people do that.
Yeah.
But
10, 15 bodies a day.
yeah, right, William? Why wouldn't they just incinerate it? Just stick it on in there.
Maybe he wasn't allowed near the incinerator. No.
Well, they should have thought this through a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's why they usually get caught, because they don't think things through. And we like dumb criminals.
Well, you should never have a partner in crime. That's where you mess up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Because a secret's only a secret if only one of you knows.
a viral moment. He said have a viral moment.
Oh, they went
Well,
viral.
they're getting a viral moment.
What kind of plea deal did the deputy coroner get?
All right, what other cases? So, okay, so here's something that we disagree on.
Oh, good.
I'm not convinced that Brian Kohberger did it.
Well, that's because you're wrong.
This will cause a crap storm right here.
No, I just know you're wrong. And that, you know, just like you didn't think Max Anderson might have been guilty.
I am not wrong.
Yeah.
First of all, Max Anderson,
Who disassembled Sade.
you have to have evidence. I didn't say he didn't do it. Okay. I just said I need to see evidence.
They had evidence. I told you that. And they found him guilty. I win again.
Well, they didn't. They had a very weak opening statement.
No.
They had a very weak opening statement. They had a very weak case. Their case was boring as all get out.
Well, I will give you. I will give you it was boring.
Where? Tell me where.
Tell you where what? Tell you where what?
Where do you tell me where Brian Kohberger did it?
In the house with a knife.
Because he had bushy eyebrows? Because his eyebrows match?
No, because his knife sheath that he ordered from Amazon with his DNA on it was beside one of the bodies upstairs.
A whole knife sheath. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm not really positive about that.
You don't have to be.
What DNA is on there? One of the person's DNA?
No, his DNA. Brian Kohberger's DNA.
But is it but does he have okay, if it was such a first of all, there was such a bloody crime scene, right? But there was blood on the outside of the house, dripping outside of the house, right?
Okay.
Where's the blood in his car?
Well, if he had
Where's
any
all this
of
blood?
the natural stuff that the people that go doing, you know, booties and that kind of stuff, this guy had been planning this for a while. They have him trying to break into girls' apartments before.
Okay, I just want to see. I want to see.
You always want to see. That's why you'll never be on a jury.
I do. I want to see. I want to see what kind of evidence they have.
They have the evidence. They
That's
have
what I
him.
want to see.
They have him circling their apartment.
I want to see how he controlled 4 people. Make it make sense.
Okay, very simply, he went up to the girls' room,
Including
up
a
top.
dude.
He went up to the girls' room first. Okay? Yeah, I know, the dude. He went to the girls' room first. They were both sleeping. The one girl he took care of immediately, and the other one he got very quickly too, because they had been down drinking. Then when he went downstairs, the only one that was really, I think, awake was the other girl, because she's the only one that fought. Even he probably took the dude out first because you're going to take out the person that's more of a threat to you.
Okay, that's not how they describe it when they're talking about the case. Also, why would you leave witnesses?
Because I don't think he saw her.
Bull caca. He told her, I'm not going to hurt you. According to her, she spoke to him.
Well, I think by then he was on his way out
Bushy
of the
eyebrow
house.
man.
That they claimed he didn't have bushy eyebrows. I loved his attorney saying the man does not have bushy eyebrows.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see this trial.
It's going to be a big one.
Brian Kohberger and the Idaho Four, William, the Idaho Four.
Yeah, he killed 4
The
college students in one
in
night.
Idaho, where they tore down the house.
Oh,
Tore down the house.
that was stupid.
First of all, they tore down the evidence. The dumbest thing they could have done.
Yep.
Tore down the evidence where the jury could have gone and seen the floor plan for themselves of how one person is going to control. There were 6 people in that house at least that night and a dog.
Yeah, but
How is this person going to control that much? 3 levels, at least 3 levels of a house.
Because he came in on the second level. He never came down on the first level. So he didn't know who was down there.
But how does he know who all's in the house?
Because he'd been stalking them.
Exactly. Thanks, Doc.
He had been stalking them forever.
He has no idea. He just decides one night, okay,
He
he's
had
stalking
been
them, right?
planning
But how
it.
does he know how many people are in the house that particular night? He just decides, I'm going to go. Thanks, Doc. I know somebody's behind tearing down the house.
Well, you know who did that? That was the college. They owned it. They did not want it sitting
Isn't that a
there.
song? Yeah, but I'm saying that's evidence that is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I agree with you on that. That's just like Karen Reed doing interviews.
There's something up. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah. But
Well, we'll see. Well, you know what? When this Kohberger thing goes down, you and me, honey.
yep. Oh yeah. And I'll be right and you'll be wrong and it'll be okay. Just like with Max Anderson.
First of all, Maxwell Anderson, that trial was they had nothing.
One of you is going to be right.
They literally it was process of elimination. It was kind of like the Alec Murdaugh trial. Okay, who else could it be?
Well,
They had no evidence.
Yeah,
there was no hard evidence. That's more people are getting convicted on no evidence.
It's called circumstantial evidence.
It's called circumstantial. My butt. It's called we don't have jack crap, so we're just gonna put this person up here because we got nothing else, and we're just gonna make some shit up.
No. The man did it, and you know it. You're just pouting now because I'm right.
Oh, I just think there's just no other possible solution. I'm just trying to figure out what did he do with the
rest of her.
What did he do with the weapons?
Oh, I think they got dumped
Well,
out.
I want to. It's near the house.
Oh, I think he dumped a bunch of that stuff out at
As
his
far as
favorite little beach.
Sade's concerned, that's near the house. He kept that close.
You think so?
I think. I think so because he had it in the backpack.
Yeah, but don't you remember the guy up in New York? What was his name? He had such a weird name that deleted his wife, and they saw him on footage stopping and dropping stuff in other people's trash cans, but by then it was too late when they got the footage. They had like 6. He eventually deleted himself because they were finally going to get him and his girlfriend. He had a really weird name too.
Oh, Dulios.
Yeah, that dude.
Jennifer Dulios.
Yes. Yes. And what he did was, as he was driving around, he would just stop and use other people's either trash cans or go to stores and use their, trash containers.
Yeah, she knows though. That girlfriend knows more than she's letting on.
Yeah.
I think.
But they never did anything with her.
What's the I'm thinking look? What is the I'm thinking look, Doc? I don't know what that is.
That's good. Well,
Did she hear that?
Yep.
I'm afraid of what that look is. I'm afraid of what it is.
It's okay. Hey, when does your new Keanu Reeves movie come out?
That came out last Thursday, ma'am, at midnight.
Were you there?
Ballerina. What did she just say?
I said, were you there?
Oh, Jesus. What? I'm still looking at Krusty's chat. Oh my God, that was how I was thinking the whole time. Dang Karen Reed, the dang accident reconstruction people were talking. Holy crap!
Well, that would be roughly 25
That was like a
miles per
nightmare.
hour.
They start talking about
about
numbers,
11
and they were like,
meters
"Can
per
you
second.
multiply this by this and times this by that?" And
Of course, you're talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
holy crap! Oh well, is that what it is? Really? I don't know. I'm not a Monty Python fan.
Oh, that hurts. How can you not?
Is that a? I'm sorry. My daddy made me watch Benny Hill.
That has nothing to do with Monty Python and the Black Knight. I love the
I don't know. I didn't watch that.
Well, get on your TikTok.
I don't know what. I don't know what that is.
And look up
anyway.
Monty Python and the Black Knight, and you will laugh.
I've heard of Monty Python. I just never watched it. See, that's where your age is showing. Okay.
Oh, I don't think so, darling. There's a thing called TV and YouTube where you get to find things from the older years. I can't help it.
Oh, did I tell you I went and saw Moulin Rouge? Uh,
The movie?
yeah, on Broadway,
Oh
not
no.
actual Broadway. You know what I mean? Traveling Broadway.
Yeah. Very cool. Who was in it?
Yeah, and somebody actually said they didn't know what Moulin Rouge was.
That's sad. Susan,
I don't know who was in it, but it was really good.
It
It
is.
was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good
It was
movie.
in San Antonio at the Fox Theater. It was so good.
Who'd
Talk
you go
about
with?
it was so good. The girl sang a Katy Perry song, and I freaking hate Katy Perry. But she sang that Firework song. I didn't even know it was Firework.
Oh, okay.
It was so good. It made me actually like that song. It was so
Okay,
good.
Krusty's
They
now
did such a
talking
good job.
about Mulan the movie, which is totally different from
So
Moulin Rouge.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
Bala showed up. Bala, we will take your questions on anything.
Hey, my uncle was in Mulan.
Oh, was he? Yeah. Racey's uncle was
Yeah,
a
my
famous
uncle was
actor.
he played the father. He was in the original Mulan.
Hey, have you ever gotten a hold of
He was in James Bond too, in
Yeah.
Goldfinger. Yeah.
did you ever
Man
get a
with the
hold
gold.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
Did you get a hold of what's his face, the actor? That you were going to get some information from your uncle regarding your uncle because you were going to do a story on
What's
it?
his face? The actor.
Oh, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. No, Chuck Norris is very hard to get in touch with. He lives here and has a ranch here, and I would love to get in touch with him before he dies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to talk to him about my uncle, but no, I have not gotten in touch with him. I have emailed, I have messaged, I've done all the things to try and get in touch with him, but nope,
Maybe you should
no
show
avail.
up with some, cupcakes.
Yes, I would love to get arrested and learn what it's like to be treated like a stalker.
Krusty, Chuck Norris won't die. The universe will cease to exist. That's funny.
That's right.
That's very true.
That's probably true. That's what I think about Keanu Reeves.
Oh, if something ever happens to Keanu Reeves, we're going to have to go into mourning
Oh my
for
gosh,
Racy.
right? Chuck Norris is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome, William.
Yeah, I just talked about that last night about Keanu. If I don't know if something happened to is I don't know what would happen to me.
I'm sure Bigfoot would be there to comfort you. Hey, therapist,
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
It would be bad.
Giving us that, I'm not sure.
Let's see. What cases am I following?
Okay, so we have Kohberger.
Yeah.
Oh, my uncle, he was in the original Mulan. I don't know my uncle. I haven't met him since I was a teenager. It's been a long time, but he passed away of Alzheimer's. I wanted to do something to learn about him as much as I could. So um, that's why I wanted to talk to Chuck Norris because he was in Missing in Action 2 with Chuck Norris.
That would be cool.
And he was in a Bond movie, James Bond. So
Do you have a picture?
So
next time we do this.
Oh no, you're fine. I would love to like. Yeah, the Golden Gun. That's right. Yeah, and he was in he was the guy who put the rat bag over Chuck Norris's head in Missing in Action 2. He was the Vietnamese captain or some. He was one of the main guy who put the rat bag over Chuck Norris's head in Missing in Action 2.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know it, but Racey actually did some acting herself.
Yeah.
And she loves
Yes,
Hollywood.
I can say I was an actress because I did get paid. What kind of acting? No, I'm just kidding.
Her OnlyFans account is under.
No. Hence, I now do YouTube. No, I'm just kidding.
She's lowered herself to hang out with us.
I have gone to the bottom of the barrel. No.
I got friends in low places.
Hey, Fala, I agree. We want a Karen Reed verdict, but like I told Tracy, I think we're going to get hung.
We need a Karen Reed verdict. I don't know. What do y'all think it's going to be for Karen Reed?
I think it's going to be hung. I told you. They might get her on some of the minor charges.
If it's hung, oh, so I almost said something dirty. Sorry.
Well, I'm not monetized yet, but don't take me out. You're at least...
Okay, so I did a short video on the accident reconstruction guy because he said, okay, I had to do it. It was you were on my live, I think, when he did it. He was like, so if I spread my load and I couldn't help myself on the bed, right? He said that.
Yes.
I did a short. I made a short out of it because it was freaking hilarious. My husband was like, seriously, baby, you had to do that. It was hilarious. Holy crap, it was so funny. He's like, so if I sit on the corner of the bed and I just put my, he didn't say, he could have said distribute my weight. He could have said anything else, but he said, if I spread my load, and I was like, oh my God, it's freaking awesome. So I put that on TikTok and on my YouTube. That shit went crazy.
That's funny. It was.
I'm such a juvenile. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Genghis Khan.
Oh,
John Wayne was the worst. I love John Wayne, but he was
I
the
don't know. I
worst
think
Genghis Khan ever.
I have to agree. I think they might find her guilty on the lower charges. Just because they threw those in there and the
Oh.
jury is having a hard time,
Yeah.
I don't think they should have gone all day long today with no verdict.
Well, isn't one of the charges like drunk driving or something? I can't even remember now what all the charges are.
Yeah, it's like hitting like something while intoxicated and fleeing the scene.
Okay, it's second-degree murder, manslaughter while
So it's a pretty mild.
manslaughter while operating under the influence, leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death, and lesser charges included the manslaughter, also include involuntary manslaughter and motor vehicle homicide as lesser offenses because the OUI charge includes operating under the influence of liquor as a lesser charge. I'm surprised they didn't charge her for littering for the broken glass.
You said operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Right?
Hey, Dr.
See, they're going to
Dre's
get her
here.
on something.
Dr. Dre's here. Oh, they will. They're going to get her on something. Dr. Dre was giving me some of the places I could look up about those children, the Sullivan kids up there in Nova Scotia that disappeared suspiciously. Yeah. I still think that stepdaddy did something with them. Or if it wasn't him, it was one of his family members that lived on the same property. Have you followed that case, Racey?
What kids?
Jack and just all of a sudden her name just escaped me. The little Sullivan kids. They're so cute. Yeah. Because the dogs that they brought did not go past the driveway. They just kept, So that makes me think that those children were there. Lily, his sister's name is Lily. Jack is 4 years old and his sister Lily is 6. Yeah, so that's one of the cases I'm following, trying to find out what's going to happen there. Hey, Rev, thanks for coming. For Rev and Dr. Dre, this is Racey.
What's happening, everybody?
She has her own channel called The Alternate Point of View, where she's usually always wrong. It's really sad how wrong she is.
I could come through the screen.
If you came through the screen, you wouldn't do anything.
If I could come through the screen, I totally wouldn't because you have cats.
Exactly.
Cats freak me out.
Well, see, that's why you guys do this over the computer.
Yes.
What do you say?
Celebrity. No, we're not going to have a death match. We have too much fun, fighting. It's fun. Oh, Rev, that's cool. Well, send me a link. We also have a Discord server now for Trial Junkies United. Fala, if you have a chance, can you throw that up there? Rev, join us, and then you can put the Alaskan Avengers Discord so we can follow him along too. Now, see, Racy, Dr. Dre says that his cat is freaked out by people, so you might
I
get
have
along
no
with
idea what Discord is.
I'm going to get you on a Discord server.
No,
Yeah,
that's never going to happen.
I have to educate you on so many things, but we'll get you there. Yeah.
I work at a veterinary office and I still don't deal with the kitty cats.
Why? You used to have a cat.
Those cats hate me.
Bala, go into the Discord server.
Look, a cat tried to kill me when I was a child. Okay?
No.
We've had this discussion already. I told you the story.
And the cat did not try to kill you. The cat was making biscuits. That is not death.
Making biscuits, trying to kill me, same difference.
So it was the cat was trying to make a bed on.
It's all how you tell the story.
Therefore, she was
prosecution, defense.
She was taking a nap as a child, and a poor innocent cat came up to her to make little biscuits because he liked her. And she freaked out.
I bet all the while the cat was purring.
Or I was a poor innocent child sleeping in my grandpa's bed, and this horrific, terrifying talon cat jumped on top of me and attacked me out of nowhere for no reason and clawed me, shredding the blankets on top of me.
And now you can see why she was an actress.
Scaring the ever-living bejesus out of me. Completely. Fangs. Tiger claws. You should have seen it. It was terrifying.
Keanu Reeves isn't scared of no kitty cats.
Killer cat. May as well have been a mountain lion.
You poor thing. That's just sad. Oh, I saw on Friday the 13th, they did an execution. That poor guy, yeah, in Florida. Florida's going to town on their executions, man.
Florida is, I don't know.
They've already done 6.
Florida does not play.
And they already have 2 more lined up, one for June 21st and 24th and one for July 15th. Yeah. They actually had someone that had,
Oh my gosh. Do y'all hear my stomach? That's my stomach. I was like, I don't know if y'all can hear it.
did you not eat today?
I ate a little bit.
Dr. Dre, we promise we will try and keep the crazy down here.
I had a
What did you
I had
have?
applesauce pouch. That's what I had.
Yeah, out, apple.
What is wrong with you? You got to learn to have a meal, girl.
I know. I don't have a mother to boss me around.
You poor thing. I boss you around as much as I can.
I eat like a child. It's really sad. You should see my pantry.
She's not kidding.
I have applesauce pouches, fruit cups, and mac and cheese.
It's a good thing her husband,
Little
Bigfoot,
macaron
can grill it.
microwave mac and cheese things. Chef Boyardee.
That is a true food connoisseur there, Jeff.
Canada. Oh gosh. Cold up there.
That's a ways away from the Alabama girl.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know you were in Florida,
Love
Rev.
SpaghettiOs.
Don't mess with her SpaghettiOs, you guys. She gets a little cranky.
Oh my god, my stomach.
Does
I'm
Bigfoot
so
cook?
hungry. Yeah, he cook. You know, he does everything. He works all day and then he cooks, he grocery shops, he does all the stuff. I do nothing.
Well, you support him. You're his cheerleader.
Oh yeah, Florida. I don't consider Florida South though. People call it the South, but I don't consider it South. But if you go up in the Panhandle, it is. Follow. You have a brother.
No, she got him young and raised
Nova
him right.
Scotia. Is that how you say it? No. Okay.
Oh, it's from the pictures up there. It's beautiful. I would love to see Nova Scotia.
I just prefer not to be there in the wintertime.
Okay, there you go,
Yeah, no, he does
Fowler.
everything. I don't have to do anything. If I would just make YouTube videos, he'd be happy with that.
Well, I got Doc, and he takes care of everything for me. He's an awesome dude. And trust me, you wouldn't want his brothers.
Yeah, we're both pretty lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Got winners got a winner. Hey, Racey, did you follow that JP Miller, that pastor that they think deleted his wife, but they're trying to say she committed suicide?
Yeah. Micah Miller.
Yeah. He got married for the third time.
He got married.
Yeah. and her husband accidentally had an accident, but they're saying that they're saying he was paralyzed, and they're saying he either accidentally or self-deleted in the swimming pool.
I didn't hear about that. I'll have to look that up because I did not hear. First of all, William, you got to move out of Philly. Nobody wants to be there. Sorry, I got squirreled again. I can't believe they haven't found any more evidence about him
Rev, that is hilarious. That is a picture I cannot unsee now.
to arrest him for her.
I don't know why. I think he has connections.
I don't know why they say Virginia is for lovers. Virginia is actually pretty. I used to work there. My son went to military school there, but I don't understand that motto.
Because they spend a lot of time having babies, I guess. Falla, whose name? 3 girls.
I mean, sure. Now I've been to Philly. It's I haven't been in the suburbs though.
Now, see, Rev and Krusty, we lived in the Midwest.
I know it's really nice and green up. I mean, all on the East Coast is nice and green.
When I was growing up, so my dad was busy like watching for tornadoes. And he was on the volunteer fire department and rescue squad. So sometimes he would go out in one of the fire trucks or something, and they'd sit on a hill with binoculars.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, yes.
Travis Decker.
Yeah,
They
not.
still hadn't found him.
No.
Oh my God, that guy is so hot, fella. Yeah, he could come after me anytime.
Is something wrong with you? Racey. He is not that hot. He's
What, the sheriff? No, not Decker. The sheriff.
Oh. Okay. Clarify that, girl.
What the? Are you kidding me? When I saw the sheriff come up on the screen, I was like, dude, let's go.
Well, there's something about a silver fox.
I was like, I'll go in the woods. Man, I hate the woods, but I'll go out there.
You know what? I don't need Sheriff Falla because I got my own silver fox.
I mean, I got the sexiest man ever, and I'm surrounded by Keanu here, but I mean, dang, that guy was really hot. That's like that guy hey, those Tulsa cops, when they had the cops on TV, those Tulsa cops. I mean, right, Paula? I mean, you can look, okay? There ain't nothing wrong with looking.
Yep, a silver Doc. That's what I got. Doc has.
I mean, I'm old. I ain't dead, okay?
And that's a good thing because this conversation would be really hard if you were.
Right? Asked me a month ago, I would have. That was a whole nother conversation. There wasn't a conversation.
Exactly. So if anyone knows someone that's single, Rev is looking down there in Florida. Rev, are you willing to travel? True crime and dating. Hey, we could start our own dating service with true crime. That's different. Hey, dude, I understand. Toxic's not good.
Look, Rev, all women are toxic. Just know that.
Well, count yourself in there, girlfriend.
Look, every man, the woman is the downfall.
Wow. There she goes.
Without fail.
There she goes. Wrong again.
It's the truth. Whatever. Look at history. Look at history.
Well, I am looking at history. You know, some of those men had their own issues.
Adam and Eve.
He didn't have balls.
Bull cockeye. If it wasn't for a woman, they wouldn't have.
All he had to do was say no.
Dude, till he realized that chick was naked and no clothes on, his eyes was opened. He was like, holy moly.
Hey, he didn't realize that till after. So he screwed up before then, dear.
Exactly. Thanks to the woman.
Nope. Thanks to him not having a backbone.
Look, men don't have backbones when it comes to naked women.
He didn't know she was naked at the time. Fowler, she's from Alabama. We are out there to just make people happy, William. We'll talk just about anything but politics. I won't go there. Oh my. Dr. Dre, did the poor guy pass out when he saw the naked woman?
I'm an ordained minister. I can marry anybody on here. So if you find somebody, I can marry you. Believe it or not, I know. You didn't know that about me, did you?
Nothing about you surprises me, Racey. Who did you get ordained to marry?
By the World Wide Web.
Dr. Dre. Yeah, that's something you don't wear.
I totally married somebody.
Well, so could Doc.
See?
From the most explosive church on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. like my stomach is right now.
Well,
My
what has
stomach's playing
Bigfoot
Star
got planned
Wars.
for dinner?
Bigfoot ain't even home. He's still, let's see, he texted earlier and said he was on his way.
From
I'm
your
going to have to make some mac and cheese or some ramen noodles. I'm on my own. That's why I'm starving.
Oh, I like ramen noodles. Hey Rev, I'll tell you a little story. My mama we used to sell fireworks
Who
in the
doesn't
small
like ramen?
town that we lived in, for charities and stuff. And the house that we sold them in was like a second house on our property. And my mother loved bottle rockets. Well, across the street was the church. And finally, the minister came and had a conversation with her to tell her that she was going to start the church on fire. Well, after he left, she shot more off. She didn't start the church on fire, but she didn't care. She enjoyed shooting off bottle rockets.
And that's why you're the way you are.
I know, fun and exciting. And right.
Never.
Yeah, I am. It's sad how wrong you have been and how
Exactly,
often.
right, William? This totally makes sense now.
Oh, I know. I'm a fun person.
Yeah, totally makes sense. It's all coming together now.
Are you getting a picture? Do you need Crayolas?
Nope. Seeing now why you played in traffic as a child, all these
Nope.
things.
Did not play in traffic.
I know, right, Paula? Seems like it. Maybe you should have. No, that was me. I think I played in traffic.
Now that I believe, because I think you were a trouble child.
I'm pretty sure it was me.
Were you one of those trouble
I
kids?
was not. I was a very good child.
Hey, I actually got my mother to say in front of witnesses that I was the perfect child. She was a good woman.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I can't help. She said it. But that just tells you how
And I
bad
hope
my
Doc knows how
son
to
is.
edit out my stomach. I hope you can't hear it.
Nope,
It sounds so loud to me.
I can't hear it.
Danced in the middle of I-95 traffic. Where's I-95? Is that,
Florida.
you're the one in Florida?
Yeah. I have a feeling, Rev, did you have a little help when you were dancing? Dr. Dre,
That
he
sounds
was good at
dangerous.
it. I love it. Well, just something to make you feel like dancing in the middle of I-95 was a good idea. She didn't have any drinks. She did it sober.
How many drinks? Whatever. She was on like a Xanax or 2 or 3.
No. Sorry. liquid encouragement.
She owed her a big favor.
No, she didn't. I was just the perfect kid.
Okay, what's our next trial? What's our next topic? You have a niche. You talk about
well, why don't you talk?
I'm talking about the South Carolina body snatcher collector. Oh, that makes sense.
Now, see, that sounds like a lot of people in Louisiana that get caught over on Interstate 10. Because when you're going over the Atchafalaya Basin, when there's a traffic jam, there's no way to turn around. So, yeah, they do have parties on the bridge.
Lord's lettuce.
The Lord's lettuce, the devil's lettuce. Yeah, that's what they do when they're a lot of them will do that in Louisiana. Party on that I-10. I think that's the last time we really partied was when we were in Louisiana. I had lots of fun in Louisiana. Oh yeah, I did have a martini.
In Louisiana, party. I could see that.
Oh yeah. 4 a.m. No, see, we did. I had a martini party and hosted. That was fun. Doc and another friend, they were making martinis. Oh, great. Let's see. Well, your niche, what would you say your niche is,
Why
Racey?
is Doc never on camera?
Because he's bashful. Why is it Bigfoot? Bigfoot doesn't even want his name used. Because he's in witness protection.
Because he hates people.
Well, you know, the marshals just get so upset and then you have to move and it's a hassle.
I don't know what my niche is.
Well, you have that one case that you're interested in. Why don't you give him a brief overview of Michael's case?
Oh, my main case, my main story is Samantha Wall, is the trial in Michigan. Well, it's not a trial anymore. It's just a case. It's a cold case. It's going to be cold because they don't want to solve it.
Yeah. And that's where we met, was watching his trial, watching Michael's trial.
That's my main story.
Tell him what Michael's in prison for.
Yeah, Michael Jackson Bolanos.
Tell him what he's in prison for.
Michael Jackson Bolanos is in prison for lying. He got 15 years to life for lying.
To the police.
Yeah. Night Fala.
Night Fala. You sleep well,
Great
darling.
to see you. Yeah, for lying to the police, even though he didn't. His lying was, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
He didn't get convicted for murder, which is what he was charged with. He didn't get convicted for anything but lying.
Yeah.
The boyfriend, Jeffrey Herbstman, confessed to killing Samantha Wall, the girlfriend,
But
and he got
his rich
immunity.
his rich parents got him an attorney real quick after he did that.
While Michael Jackson Bolanos, a complete stranger. Yes, it's a huge conspiracy, kind of like the one with Karen Reed. Karen Reed is a huge conspiracy. It's a huge corruption case. Michael Jackson Bolanos, the difference between Karen Reed and Michael Jackson Bolanos is Karen Reed is white female. Michael Jackson Bolanos is a black male in Michigan. Uh, and uh, the Samantha Wall trial and the case was brushed under the rug because she right, you would think, but no, hers was pushed under the rug and no one talks about it at all. If I even mention her name, uh, it gets shoved to the wayside. No one cares to talk about it.
Yeah, make sure
She
you
was a
got
major political figure, a Jewish synagogue president, and no one cares.
yeah. Check it's WOLL. Check out Racey's channel. It's
Yeah,
called the
she
alternate point of view.
yeah, WOLL. Yeah, she worked on the Dana Nessel campaign. She was best friends with Dana Nessel. She worked on the Dana Nessel campaign. She worked on the Senator King campaign. She worked on Gretchen Whitmer's campaign. She worked on uh she worked for major Democrat campaigns in Michigan. And when she was, murdered, her ex-boyfriend confessed to it, and they basically said, "It's okay, you're fine.
Yep.
You didn't do it. Here's your immunity. You're free and clear." And they pinned it on Michael and uh, took him to trial, and they couldn't prove he did it because
Yeah.
he didn't. And the jury had no choice basically but to charge him or convict him of lying because that was the only thing they could prove that he did was lie. And uh, the judge, because he had a past criminal record of breaking into cars, she gave him 15 years
Yeah.
for lying.
Yeah. But
And now the case is supposedly closed, even though no one's been convicted or yeah, I've done an entire series on it. I'm gonna do a podcast on it, um, about Samantha, and I have a page for Michael that's Free Michael Jackson Bolanos, the Facebook page, and we're doing everything we can to support Michael. But that's my main focus is helping Michael. But I also do a lot of other stuff on my channel. I talk about a lot of other topics and crimes and you know,
and we're not saying
things
Michael
like that.
was, a choir boy. He was not.
Sometimes I do live trials. Thanks, Rev. No, he was not. He was not. I don't defend anything he's done, obviously, but he did not kill Samantha.
No, he did not. Yeah.
No.
And
I truly I have talked to Michael. I've been talking to him for the last couple of years. I'm in very close contact with him. And his attorneys, and I know I know this case from inside out and upside down and sideways. I know all the corruption. I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I know everything that I can possibly know about it without, and the only thing I don't know is uh, Samantha, but I know all of the things about the synagogue. I know all about all the stuff,
Well,
and
Racy,
I know he didn't do it.
Racy, I've told you all along, I still think somebody, because she had some GHB in her system, and I think at that wedding, somebody she knew slipped it to her. And then I think they came in there and she ended up deleted.
Well, my theories on her are either now a lot of people don't know, but she was going to a new job. She was leaving the synagogue. Uh and she was talking about a new job she was going to. I don't know where her new job was. But when she was at that wedding, she was talking to Senator King about how excited she was about going to a new job. She was very involved in the Democratic Party. She was very involved in these campaigns. Um, at some point when you're in politics, you have to do things or you know too much or whatever. It just seems weird to me that how she was international news and how she was taken out 2 weeks after Hamas invaded Israel. And it was all over. And then suddenly crickets. No one talked about her. No one wanted to know what happened to Samantha Wall.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about her now. Nobody cares. Alyssa Stockton, Dana Nessel, nothing. So, and if the Democrat Party has nothing to do with it, and the ex-boyfriend got immunity, who did it?
Her stalker.
I got theories.
I've always
So
remember her stalker that became best friends with her
there's just
parents?
some weird things. There's all kinds of things. Yeah, Aaron Pergament. Oh, and then Brett. Yeah. There's so many people, but it's definitely not Michael.
Yeah. See, and that's kind of what I'm afraid is going to happen with the Karen Reed trial is if they get her on a lesser charge, Judge Bev is going to throw the book at her as much time as it's legally allowed to give her.
Well, that's the thing about Karen Reed. With the sad thing about what makes me so upset about Samantha Wall and John O'Keefe is that their lives are gone.
Yeah.
No one is gonna find out who actually did it.
Yeah, they get no justice.
There's all these theories and people are pointing fingers and saying, like with John O'Keefe, yeah, they're talking about the Colin Albert. I don't know much about the Colin Albert theory. I still personally think that whatever happened with John O'Keefe, something happened in the house, that there was a fight, and either he left angry or whatever happened, but they know more, and he lost his life.
Yeah, I agree that he either was in the house
and no one's gonna.
He was either in the house or in the garage, because I think there was they talked about the garage, so he could have been in there with the guys, and I think there was a fight.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I mean, but I mean, it just seems a bunch of dudes hanging out in the garage, the women in the kitchen, in the living room, hanging out, and the guys go out in the garage. I mean, that could be a thing,
Well,
but regardless,
especially
something happened, and
because Higgins was there, and he was the dude that had the hots for Karen.
That is so gross. Yeah, he was definitely inside William. I totally agree. I think he went in the house. He totally went in the house.
Yeah. Oh, I think he was. I'm thinking he was
Yeah,
in the garage.
they're all lying and covering for each other,
Yeah.
but I think it's
Do you think we'll get a verdict tomorrow?
okay. And is it just me, or uh do Yankees all have the same look on their face? You can tell a Yankee from a other people. I'm just saying.
Uh,
Those people all look like somebody peed in their Cheerios. I'm just saying.
other people. Oh my goodness. Thanks.
I'm just saying they do. Look, I'm from the South, okay? I'm just saying. You go up from the above North Carolina, those people look like somebody peed in their Cheerios. Hey,
Oh.
Oh.
doesn't mean y'all don't look like somebody peed in your Cheerios. Look at all those faces in the courtroom.
Oh, Racey.
Every one of them.
Lord have mercy, girl.
That's what that's what they look like.
Well, what about that chick from South Carolina that you're watching? Her trial. She looks like someone peed in her Cheerios.
Whatever, man. She's like,
Now, Dr. Dre, this is how we show love.
oh.
We're just sharing and caring here.
Oh my gosh. You want the Yankee face or you want the one in the South Carolina trial face? Because she's like, oh, or she's sitting there and she's going, or she's sitting there and she's going. She's doing her own like,
Oh, now that's true, Dr. Dre. The French Canadians and the English Canadians. Now, see, when you go down to Louisiana, you run into some of the French Canadians that are in the Lafayette area, which is where the Cajuns are. Or you run into the Creoles, which is a whole nother group. Because when we moved to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we had two guys show up to paint our kitchen cabinets. There weren't that many kitchen cabinets. One of them was about 80 years old to death, and he was Cajun, and I could hardly understand him. And his partner was probably in his upper 50s, and he was Creole. They even had a hard time understanding each other. And it took them, I don't know how many days to paint. I mean, I don't know, Doc, how many cabinets did we have? 10 cabinets. And because that one day he knocked on my bedroom door because I was in there with the cats watching TV, and he told me he's in Cajun, told me that they were going to go to lunch. We didn't see him for 2 days. So yeah, that was an experience. That was my welcome to Louisiana. It was fun.
oh, I almost said no. We say thank God for Mississippi.
And why do you say thank God for Mississippi?
Because we're not the dumbest state.
Ouch.
For the same reason, I was told when we moved to Louisiana that I would be a doggone genius in Louisiana.
Yeah. So there are a few there in Louisiana that are not as swift. I will say that. I am actually watching a case in Louisiana. It is the ex-mayor of DeRidder, Louisiana,
Yes.
who decided to have an affair with minor male children.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Dre does awesome accents.
And he can speak them just as well.
How do you know that?
Because on
that typed message looks awesome.
Because on our Discord server, which we will get you to join, there's actually a place where we have what we call the lounge, which you can go in and you can chat with people without having to, click a phone or anything. You can just sit there in the lounge and chat. Oh, stop with the Korean. See, when she's wrong, she starts with her Alabama Korean. She is fun to watch a trial with.
I know the Discord.
When she gets very excited and she starts yelling in Korean. You will learn what a Discord is. It's a fun place to hang out. It's nuts. If I can learn about Discord, you can.
No.
Just do it in the general chat.
It's just another thing I'd have to keep up with, and I just don't want to do that.
No, you don't have to keep up. You just visit when you want to. Just don't mod one. Yeah, Dr. Dre, he mods for JD Delay. I can only imagine.
Interacting with humans and stuff, right?
Our server is super cool. We have a very cool server.
I don't even know what you mean by server. Server to me, I picture a ginormous black box. Right? That's what I'm saying. People. Ew.
Well, it actually helps you to socialize without having to actually be with people.
That's what doggy daycare is for.
Your dogs don't go to doggy daycare.
My Neo used to go to doggy daycare, and now he's antisocial, just like his mother.
Neo would eat the other dogs. It is fun,
Actually,
isn't it, William?
he becomes super autistic.
Well, Neo is special.
He is. My mom always told me I was special too. I just never could figure out who Ed was.
Oh, well, your mama had issues. Let's just say that. I'm being polite.
Okay, well, my stomach is hollering.
Okay. Well,
This has been fun.
we'll try and get it together so we can do it maybe next Monday night without the issues.
Oh no, this was fine. Now that we know how to do it, Doc has it figured out. Now I have to figure out how to share it on my YouTube channel so we can stream it on both at the same time.
Yeah, that we'll figure it out. That would be cool. In the description, Doc will put your information for your website with your YouTube.
Yeah, and we'll figure out how to stream it on both channels at the same time. Ooh, at the
I'll
same
be
time.
back.
So juvenile. I swear. Okay.
I'll be back on Thursday night. With the case, and Racey, whenever she gets a case going, sometimes she will live stream trials, and you can go sit with her and people that follow her and hang out, and that can be a lot of fun. So please join the alternate point of view. Give her a follow. Like I said, she's on TikTok. What's your TikTok handle?
The alternate point of view.
You made it so difficult.
Woo. Hey, sexy man.
Is that Bigfoot? Good night, Rev. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
And I appreciate everybody for being here tonight for our first chance out on a podcast. We appreciate y'all. Please let people know that we're doing this on Monday nights. And we just want to have a little fun, talk about some current subjects. If you guys have something you want us to talk about, throw it in the chat or throw it in the server, and we'll get some things lined up. We just didn't really have a plan for tonight, but just a chit chat. But I appreciate everybody for coming, and I hope we were entertaining, because Racey, even though she's wrong all the time, she is funny. And let's all say goodnight to Bigfoot. Goodnight, Bigfoot.
Good night. Nice to meet y'all. Yes, you can put notifications on my channel too. Thanks for liking and subscribing.
We'll chat later, Racey. I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow or the next day. Good night. Ciao.
All right. See y'all. Thanks, Doc.
Good night, everybody.
The evidence is in the arguments of done trial junkies united. An alternate point of view is one. We dissected every clue and examined every light from cold cases to trials. Now it's time to see who cracked the case. The jury of listeners has heard our debate. Time to find out who sealed their fate. Case closed. Case closed. Let the judgment begin. One of us was right and one of us was wrong, but the truth has been here all along. Case closed. Justice is spoken. Case closed. The mystery's broken. Thanks for listening to our legal fight. See you next time who'll be right. Z brought wisdom, Racey brought the fire. Both dug deep into mysteries dire. Criminal activity or something else instead. From unsolved cases to court trials, the facts have been read. Doc watches our back and forth debate. From opening statements to closing arguments, he can't wait. Now we've reached the moment of truth. All the evidence laid out as proof. Did we agree or did we clash? Time to see if our theories crash. Case closed. Careful fall. Case closed. Justice calls. One of us hit the mark while the other missed it, but we'll be back to light up the dark. The debate rages on, there is no clear winner tonight. Z thinks she's got it and Racey believes she's right. The clues could go either way, that's the thrill we chase. Tune in next week for our next criminal case. But sometimes we agree. Watch out! Alert! Alert! Something's not right here! Z and Racey agree, that's cause for fear. When wisdom meets wild and they see eye to eye, the truth is so clear that no one can deny. We both agree, it rarely happens. We break through cases cracking, opposite minds reach the same conclusion. There's no more doubt, no more confusion. We asked Doc his opinion, he's a straight shooter. Z says guilty, Racey says wait. But when all three of us finally agree, the guilty party has nowhere to flee. Until next time, keep investigating. Until next time, keep debating. Trial junkies united with the alternate point of view. More mysteries await, we'll see you soon. Whether we clash or we agree, justice will set the truth free. This is our podcast, this is our symphony. Court is now adjourned, but wait, do we agree on this one? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, that's what makes it interesting. See you in the next case, one of us might be right.